Hey everyone, Oz Konar here with Business Lending Blueprint. Listen, in this channel, my mission is to educate you guys on credit, lending, and funding options so you're not short of money at all, and you can create cash cow businesses by using other people's money. As we're approaching the end of the year, I know many people are looking into different funding options, and one of the top ones that doesn't cost you any money, you don't have to pay it back, and it's pretty much free money, is grants. It's super important. I know many people are already looking up information for 2023 since we're late in 2022, but I thought that it would be a good idea to share a few of the grant options that are still valid and you can get approved, and the year is not even over yet. So many people use grants to start their businesses or support their businesses or buy inventory or create some available cash flow so they can plan for next year, right? So it's super important. So I thought you guys would benefit from it if I share with you a few of the grant options. I'm going to turn it over to my computer and kind of walk you through the websites that are currently offering grants for various groups and various type of businesses that you can go through, apply for, and hopefully get approved. So let's watch it together, go through it, and click on the like button and subscribe to our channel if you like content like this. I'll be releasing another video for grants that are currently available and up to date for 2023. Keep an eye on that one if you subscribe to the channel. So let's check it out. So the first grant I want to talk about today also has the fastest approaching deadline on this list. So if you think your company is eligible, you better hop to it. It's called Women Who Tech Startup Grant. It's 2 equity-free grants, $15K for innovation and $5K per impact, with a total of $20,000. In order to qualify, you must be a fast-growing women-led startup, defined as having at least one woman founder or co-founder on the team. If your startup is still in the concept idea or going through a beta or prototype stages, it will still be eligible for this grant, which is really, really helpful. You cannot have raised more than 7 million USD from combined sources. For most businesses, this doesn't even apply. So if you have a small business and if you're a women-led organization, this is definitely a good fit. One of the requirements that's interesting is that you must incorporate technology into the approach of your products or services. I mean, nowadays, many products or services that you offer uses technology. If you're an e-commerce business or other types of businesses that use technology, it might be a good fit. So do not disqualify yourself immediately. To apply, I'm on this website right now. You use this website, you click on Apply Now, and it will take you to the page with full description and rules and all that stuff. It's going to ask you to create a review account. Once you're in, you'll have 2 hours to complete your application. Otherwise, the system will log you out, so you have to start all over again. So you make sure that you have the information and save it if you need it. They're going to ask you how far along is your business in the process of growing and how much money you have raised to date. It will then ask you for your elevator pitch. If you don't know what elevator pitch is, it's like a 2-3 minute explanation of what your business does and what problem it solves. A good template to use for an elevator pitch is pretty much you tell your audience, I help X to solve X problem. So if you fill in the blanks, you got to talk about what the product does, the problem you're trying to solve, and how you're using technology to rapidly scale your proposed solution. So deadline on this is December 22nd. We're literally a few days away from this. So again, if you think you're eligible, definitely jump on this. So the next grant I want to talk about is a Small Business Growth Fund. This grant is offering $25,000 for any for-profit businesses, which means that you're not a non-profit, you're a for-profit business, which is most of the businesses out there. And if you generated less than $1 million in 2021 in annual gross revenue, you might qualify. The application must also have a clear plan for how the funds will help them achieve a significant growth. So if you're applying for the funds, you better be able to be ready to break down how you're going to be using the funds. You're putting yourself as a candidate for $25,000, These people will obviously want to give this funds to the best person who will make the best use of this money. So it's a great idea to have a business plan and you pretty much giving all the details that they need to show them what you're going to do with this money. In order to apply, you must first sign up for a Hello Alice account if you haven't already. There's the link is in the description of this video. Then go to helloalice.com/, and the full link beyond that is also provided in the description of this video, and click on apply. It will take you to a 49-question survey with questions such as the name and the EIN number, which is your tax ID number of your business, what products or services you offer, what some of the challenges are, how you intend to use funding, and why you chose to be a small business owner in the first place. The deadline on this is slightly longer, but it is expiring in about 2.5 to 3 weeks, January 6, 2023 at 6 p.m. So it's still a great idea for most businesses to apply sooner rather than later. All right, the next one is specifically for restaurant owners. If you're a restaurant owner, pay attention to this one. This grant, I think, is beneficial to know a lot about, especially if you're in the cafe, if you're in the hospitality business overall, and if you live in the areas prone to hurricanes and tornadoes. So that means that it covers at least 10 to 15 states because it is inclusive of the flood zones, wildfires, hurricanes, and tornadoes. It is the DoorDash Restaurant Disaster Relief Fund. It's a $10,000 grant. In order to qualify, you must own a restaurant that has less than 50 employees, which is more than 85% of the restaurants out there. So even if this is not a good grant for you, you probably do know a restaurant owner who should definitely take advantage of this. And you got to be able to show that your establishment has been impacted by a natural disaster. You must also generate a revenue of $3 million or less. Again, majority of the restaurants do not generate that revenue or above that. So to apply, you're going to this page right here, click on the apply. It will take you to a 56-question survey that's similar to the other grant that I just talked about. It will ask you all about the details of the situation that you're in, including the name and the date of the disaster your restaurant was involved in, the specifics of the damage and the impact, and what influenced you to become a restaurant owner in the first place. The deadline for this is January 3rd. It's shorter, like literally 2-3 weeks from now. So it's a little after the new year, but definitely a good idea to start applying as soon as you qualify. The fourth grant I have for you guys is called Fearless Strivers Grant Contest. This grant is offering $10,000 for 11 applicants and is exclusively for Black women-owned businesses. They also have city-specific contests in New York City, Atlanta, Birmingham, Dayton, New Orleans, and St. Louis. So if you fit the criteria and are local to any of those areas, I suggest you check that out in order to apply. So go to this page. Again, we're gonna have all of these links below this video, fearless.fun/strivers, and click on apply now. After creating an eligibility profile, it will give you 4 tasks for you to complete. One is city selection, program rules, personal information, and general application. It might seem like a lot, it's really not, honestly, so you just go through it, spend a few minutes on it. It's a straightforward process, and the general application will ask you how you use the funds for the next year, followed by how the grant will impact your business long term, and where you see yourself and your business in 1 year. This is probably one of the shortest and easiest applications on the list, so you really have nothing to lose if you want to apply. The deadline on this is December 31st, so right before the year ends. Definitely time is of essence. That's why I want you to watch this entire video and apply to all of these if they're applicable. The fifth and the final grant that I'm going to give you today is called Johnny Walker First Tries Grant Program. This grant is for $10,000 available to 10 business owners, and it is for majority women-owned businesses that are at least 2 years old and generate at least $25,000 per year in revenue. This pretty much means that your revenue, not your profit. So if you haven't made profit, don't worry about it. This is based on the revenue, minimum $25,000, and it could be owned by women, right? So it should be just a majority woman-owned business. Highly specific qualification, which is that it must not be an alcohol or alcohol distributing brand. That's like the exclusion. And the applicants must be 21 years and older. I'm not sure why that is, but something to keep in mind. In order to apply, go to this website and click on Apply Now. It will direct you to pretty much a survey page. There's a type form, and you click on Apply Now, and it will kind of walk you through the whole process step by step, as you can see here, asking you one question at a time. As you can see, it's a very modern website, and I really like it. So deadline on this one is also this month, December 31st again, so don't miss out. Well, there you have it. Thanks so much for watching this video. I really appreciate that. I put together an entire training on how you can use some of the money you get through grants to start your own business. It's a full-on training on a niche industry that you probably do not know much about. And if you check out my channel, I have other videos on how to build business credit that's not tied to your social security number. And we have a lot of content that I think you'll find valuable. So if you like this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to our channel and comment below with any questions that you might have about these 5 grants. Thank you.